Hey guys, back with another video. Let me move this up a little bit. I don't know why it's falling. It's probably gonna fall again by the time this video is up. My stand is not very secure. I've used this thing so much now, it does not stay all the way up like it's supposed to. So by the time this video is over with, the stand, you may only be seeing half of my head. Who knows? Anyway, we're back with another video. It is a book haul. So, y'all, I went to Half Price Books today, and I was supposed to only come out with a couple books. And then we were going to be doing a book study, finding like a little spot inside of Half. Good night, bud. Love you. And then we were going to find a spot in the store, like a little reading area, because Half Price Books usually have a little spot in there where you can sit down and chill. And we were going to do a Bible study. Well, they didn't have any places to sit on. Well, I take that back. They had a couch. They had two couches to sit, but they didn't have the table area like they usually do to sit. So we end up buying way too many books. And then after the books were bought, then we went over to Starbucks and did our study. So it was kind of like a hangout, and then after our hangout we did Bible study. Now I want to preface this by saying, well, nope, I can't even preface it because I already said it. So while I was waiting for the person I was doing the Bible study with, I decided to roam around Half Price Books. Because I didn't have anybody to stop me, I just started pulling books out of the cart, Well, when she came, not that she really was like telling me like, hey, you can't spend this much, but we just got, down to the nitty gritty and calculating up the books that we were buying. I think she only bought like 4 books, and I think we were only in there for like 20 minutes because she was like, nope, I can't do this. She likes to read, but she reads on her Kindle. I like to read Kindle, audiobook, and physical books, but physical books are by far my favorite. So it happened, guys. It happened. I found some books for cheap, and it happened. And these are books that I have never seen come through to my Goodwill, so that is why I had no problem buying it. Now, I did end up putting 3 books back, but it is what it is. And I also got a teacher discount, so that makes me happy too. So, but because I have a lot of books, Joshua, I thought you were going to bed. It's bedtime. Alright, so also since I have a lot of books at home, and they were piling up, and I found places for them. They're not quite piling up anymore. But what I need to do is go through books that I am just not going to read anytime soon and take those to storage or give them to Half Price Books. And then some of the books that I know I'm not going to read soon and I kind of want to read, but like I said, it's going to be later, and it really doesn't matter if the book is a physical copy or a Kindle copy. I'm probably going to give those books in particular to Half Price Books, and then just get the Kindle copy when they go on sale. Usually I don't buy Kindle books that are more than $3, unless they go with a Bible study that I'm doing. I'm just cheap that way. So yeah. And then if it's a book that I can check out from my library and just read it in my library, and I don't wind up wanting to reread the book, then I am just fine just giving it away to Half Price Books. Usually authors that I reread, I have a lot of their books. I don't really tend to keep books from authors that I only read the book once, or like thought that that book would be a good read, but then I just never end up picking the book up. Or I just bought it because the cover was really good. I mean, I'm looking at a couple books right now where I know I bought simply because the cover looked really good or someone suggested it to me. And it's not really a book that I'm going to keep. So I'm probably going to end up reading those books and then just giving them back to half price books, because why keep a book that I really don't care for? Anywho, enough of my babbling. We're 5 minutes in. All right. The first book in this haul is The Book Thief. I know in a library haul, I showed this book, but it was just from the library. I was checking it out. I didn't get around to it, but the reason why I went ahead and bought this book is because I've been told by people who know me very well that this is going to be a book that I'm going to want to reread. So, if it is a book that the people who know me very well and my likes tell me I'm going to want to read this and reread this, I go ahead and buy the book, because they're 9 times out of 10 they're not wrong. It's only been like a 1% chance that people have been wrong. The next book I got, I don't know if I can get the sticker off. This cover is beautiful. This one was hard for me to decide on because there were 2 covers for this book, and both covers I thought were freaking gorgeous. I saw this movie and I knew I wanted the book as soon as I saw the movie, and I read part of this book when I borrowed it from a friend, but I didn't get around to finishing the book before my friend needed it back. So I bought it myself, and I know it's going to be a book that I read and reread a million times. So I purchased it. It is The Case for Christ. I believe that this is a very powerful book, very powerful movie, and I can't wait to reread the first part of this again and just continue on to the end of the book. I already know everything that's in here, but sometimes with the movies, some parts of the books are left out. You guys all know this. So I know that some parts of this couldn't fit into the movie, so I want to make sure I get through the entire book. Next book. These stickers are pretty easy to peel off too. So not always have they been, so yeah. Alright, so this is The Mist by Stephen King. I have seen the remake. Never did I ever know that this was a book. So now that I know that it's a book, I'm reading it. Alright, my battery's about to die, so let me see if I can get through it faster. And I'm going to just save the stickers, taking off the stickers for later. I got The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. But I love these movies. I found out about 3 years ago that these were books, and I believe I picked up Jurassic Park in a haul. But I don't remember where my copy of that one went. And usually I can remember if my books are in storage. I don't remember if that book is in storage. So, and I know I don't have this copy, so I got this copy. I also did get the first one, but they only had it in the smaller one, so I did get that one. I have been wanting to get more of Octavia Butler's books. This is a graphic novel of Kindred, so I got this one. I thought that cover was pretty awesome. Oh, and somebody left a business card on the inside. But yeah, so this is a graphic novel of Kindred, and I believe I have Kindred on my Kindle, or I checked it out from the library on my Kindle, and I can't remember actually can't remember. But I did not want to pass up the opportunity to get a graphic novel, and with the pictures, the artwork is awesome. So I want to get it. This book I got simply because of I read a lot of reviews and some, or not read. I watched a lot of reviews on YouTube on here, and some of them were spoilery and some of them weren't. But even the spoileries were not to where it made me not want to read it. It actually made me want to read it more because it's like, oh, so then how did this happen? How did any of this happen? So I got it. I got this, and I was like, oh, I am going to love this book. It's Baby Teeth. Just look it up. Look it up. If you like horror. If you don't like horror, don't look it up. Okay, that's all I have to say. All right, so this book is the last book in this series of Divergent, and I have the first three. I did not have the last one. Bought the last one. 4, and I believe this is a Divergent series. Yeah, Divergent trilogy. So yeah, I think this is set after the last one, because Divergent was really a trilogy, and then this one came out. So I have the first 3, and I didn't have this one, so I wanted to make sure I had them all. I read the books a long time ago. I don't remember a whole lot about them. I just knew that they were dystopian. I remember that they were dystopian novels and that I loved them when I read them. It's just been a while, so I don't remember a lot about the books. So since I still have them, I want to read them. Next book is that I have one of these types of novels already, but I don't have this one specifically. This one is the Complete Guide to Bible Prophecy. And I believe the book that I have is the Complete Guide of the Bible. I think it was just telling me, like, I believe that book in specific was telling me the pretty much summarizing each chapter and what was going on in history with that chapter. And like, I was like chapter, I meant book of the Bible, and what was going on with the people in that time period, where the world was, historically during that time. And it just aligned history with the Bible. So I got this one. This one is prophecy. So it's a little bit different than the other one that I have. And I'm just interested in seeing how it goes hand in hand with the one that I have. So yes, I love doing historical research on the Bible. I don't see a reason that I shouldn't, especially being a Christian, and an active Christian. So things that I don't know, I research it. All right, back to my horror books. I got the Bachman books. It's 4 early novels of Stephen King when he wrote as Richard Bachman, I believe. And in this book, it is Rage, The Long Walk, Road Work, and The Running Man. So it's all of those, and that's the cover. It's well loved, and the books are as thin as Bible pages. They're super thin. So I'll probably have to have the audiobook help me through this, or this will be the only book that I read that month. Next, I found the Fire Starter for $1.98. So again, it is well loved. It is an older edition, and I like the older editions. Now these pages are not as thick. They're just regular mass market paperbacks of the time. I also do not have Christine. So I got Christine. I have never read Christine. Oh, and somebody left a bookmark in there. Books, etc. in Manchester. I don't know. It's in Missouri. I don't know where that is. I don't know if that still even exists. But if it does, I got the bookmark for it. I can look it up. I have Blaze, Stephen King, when he was writing as Richard Bachman. I have Red Dragon, and that completes my Hannibal Lecter series. And I've read this 1,000,001 times, especially in high school, which was so crazy because I had never heard of Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal when I was in high school, but I heard of Red Dragon from my library. I saw the cover, the book that I saw in high school was a red book with the red dragon on the front of it, which I did also see that one at the bookstore, but I chose this one instead because I kind of like the metallic dragon there. But anyway, it says meet Hannibal Lecter for the first time. But anyway, and then this one also has a new foreword in it. It says it has a new foreword. But I remember reading this one first and liking it and thinking like, there has to be another part to this. Based on what I read in there, it was definitely another part to it. I just didn't know what it was called. So I went and did some research, found the other two books, and now I got this one again. Because, of course, I checked all those out at the library. So now I have my own copy. All right, and then I have The Christian Atheist by Greg Groeschel. And this is believing in God, but living as if he doesn't exist. And I saw that description up there. I was like, oh, that just brings more to that topic. So, I mean, I believe that title is self-explanatory. So I won't have to say anything else with that. And then lastly, I have another Christian, I believe this is a Christian Christian nonfiction, sorry. It is called Pulse, Pumping Life into Your Kids' Ministry. 38 chapters from the best in Kidman. So cover's pretty simple. I was told about this book when I first started working in children's ministry, but I could never find a physical copy of it. And I was told that it's going to be like a book that you want to put down on occasion, highlight stuff, all that. And I wanted to have a physical copy of it if I'm going to be highlighting and writing in the margins and stuff. So I usually don't write in my books unless I'm studying it. Some books I just read like normal as a story. And then other books I need to highlight and draw arrows in it and stars and highlight and underline and write in the margins, all that stuff. Put sticky notes in the tabs. And this was one of the ones I was told that I was going to have to do that. So I decided to get a physical copy as soon as I saw it. I have not been able to find it until now. So, but that is my haul. Some horror, some sci-fi fantasy, thriller, and some Christian novels. So that is the haul. That is all I have. So until next time, bye.